And now it should be recording.
Yes, it should be recording now.
Once again, I'm delighted by Kosti. Kosti is once again joining me in another video project. We did earlier talk about health. I can link that discussion in this description of this video. But today we have another topic, which is communication at the workplace. We have had only once before a conversation like this, and that was with Victor. We both know Victor. Victor is a very great guy. I recommend everyone to check that video out. But now we are getting ready for Kosti, another very nice intern, or Victor is actually moved on from his internship to being an employee, but Kosti is as an intern, and you have only 2 days left, am I right?
Yes. Yeah, I'm leaving on Friday.
On Friday, and now it's Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm very glad that we were able to have this discussion before you leave, because I feel like you have a very valuable voice to share with the world. And as we mentioned earlier, these projects are for within the tutors community for us to connect more deeply and for people to practice their public speaking. So I
Mm,
hope this discussion will accomplish that.
yes.
And perhaps we will have some insights about communication at the workplace. I think tutors can do a very good job with that, I hope at least.
Mm,
But I'm very curious to hear about Kosti's experience. I think Kosti has been actually contributing very well to that as well by himself, having good communication skills at the workplace. Do you agree? Do you feel like
yeah.
that's your strength?
Yeah, I've been trying my best since
Yeah,
we had some problems with the group of ours. Were kind of special to the circumstances that we had due to Nico not being there all the time.
mm. Yeah, yeah. And you stood up, you took that role, I think, very well of that guiding people with their work. I was there to see it some of the days.
Yeah, I tried my best since me and Luca were the only people that have like education in game development. So I thought it would be kind of wise for us to try to help everybody
Yeah,
uh, since Nicola wasn't there.
yeah. So your current position has been a game developer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you tell more about that role?
So I develop games for two games, which is a branch of tutors. Uh, we have been developing a few games. We did a game at first with me and Luca, who is another teammate of mine and a schoolmate of mine also. We did a game together as the other interns were doing their onboarding. We did that game while they were onboarding, and after everybody had onboarded, we uh, continued on a larger project that involves every intern in to game.
Yeah. And then you had the Apple Alien game.
Yeah,
How
that's
did that
the.
go?
Uh, it's been going fine, I would say.
Hmm?
Uh,
Some challenges?
some challenges with the everybody like having different times they have to like their two internships, and it's been kind of a challenge dealing with that since some people just like left in a week or so, and some people had to leave in the middle of the other project, and some still have to continue until like uh, June or July.
Yeah, that's a real challenge. How were you able to manage with that?
Well, we did so by splitting the project into a smaller and a larger piece for those that have shorter internships and those that have longer internships. So everybody had something to do, and those that had longer internships could work on a bigger project without having to do a smaller project and then having nothing to do afterwards, since we have been quite short on instructions to do after the last one, which was to do the big project with every intern.
What do you mean short on instructions? What do you mean?
Well, we only got that one instruction from Nicola on the Nicole from we should do. We thought about doing a bigger project together, but after that, we really didn't hear from Nicola after all. And I asked some of the team members, they have been trying to send Nicola some private messages, but they haven't been answered. So
Hmm.
it was kind of
So
sudden.
yeah, yeah. Okay. So there has been some difficulties with the communication there. If Nicola isn't answering, it's all by yourself. You should have been figuring this out in the meanwhile, and that's a real challenge because you do not have like the you don't have anyone who is in that role as Nicola was before.
Yeah. So it was kind of challenging at the start to get everything used to everything, since it was quite a sudden disappearance. We first had thought that Nicola had like was sick or something, so we would wait like a week or so, since he said he was feeling quite somewhat unwell at the time of the message. So we thought he was sick, but still, it's been almost a month after that message.
Hmm. Okay. Have you talked with Manu about this? Maybe Manu knows more.
Yeah, I think we talked about in one of our meetings about, but it was that meeting that somebody mentioned they had been trying to send a message to Nico personally, but they hadn't been answered. And
Hmm.
Manu didn't also have a clue on what's going on.
Okay. Well, I thought Nicola was going to leave for a while. I thought that was the agreement, but I'm not 100%, so I can't talk with full confidence there.
Yeah, I think in the um,
This is actually important. We should figure it out.
uh, yeah, um, yeah, the Nicola just sent on 30th of the like 30th of March, he sent a message that hey everyone, sorry for my absence. I've been ill for a few days again. Anyways, I checked your games and I'm happy how they turned out. As next steps, I was thinking it would be great to see you build a group collaboration, meaning a few new concepts that you could work all together. Considering that you are many people, this would mean that not everyone would be coding all the time, but rather juggling different roles based on what is needed all and alternating responsibility among the group members. He sent this message on the 30th of March.
Okay.
And
So,
after that, we haven't received any other instructions or messages from Nicola.
yeah. So that was kind of like him leaving the ball for you. You need to like figure out your roles to create another type of dynamic that would work on long term, but it hasn't
Yeah.
been a success.
Well, we thought like he was asking us to create a game since we would be doing roles in that game, since we would have different roles in a game, but not. The message was worded so that it sounded like we needed to like do our roles inside of the game development group for the game, but not as so much as we had to make our own leadership, like stuff like this. Because in a game you have many different roles, like uh, coders, visual effects.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I see. I see.
So it's kind of a confusing message when you send that. Then most of us that do game development understand it as like, okay, so we have to like uh, distribute the work inside of the game, like making
Yeah, but
proportional to everybody. But
since he has not been in contact since, it seems like he has left that role for others to handle. So it's up for the grabs, kind of like who is willing to take that role. You have only 2 days, so it should be someone else. Perhaps Manu can take that role or someone who will stick around
yeah,
for longer.
but I think the only two that will stay longer are Manu and Bogdan. And Bogdan said he will stay like for another month or so.
Okay.
But everybody else, I think, has left, and me and Luca will be also leaving this week.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
So
it's good to finally get some clarity. I think we can try to figure something out before you leave, so that can be a kind of part of your ending here as well to make sure that the projects will keep on going well here after you leave.
yeah, well, we have only this one project that we were working on, and I'm hoping we get it finished before the end of the week. But if not, then Bogdan knows basically what he has to do, so I'm not too worried about likely not any instructions. We since we had a plan and a recording of the conversations and some of the meetings and stuff like this.
Okay.
So uh, it's not like the lack of instructions, but like what will they have to do afterwards? Because we were never given any information that what should we do after this project.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is good to come to my awareness, so I can also talk with Manu about it and perhaps with Bogdan as well to see if we can figure something out. This is good. Good that we had this talk. Yeah, I didn't expect this from our podcast interview, but we managed to have a great discussion about the future of two game.
Yeah.
So I hope these last days that you have, it will be like fulfilling for you. Like you will be able to navigate if it has been complicated and challenging to find some clarity in which you can work in a way that's fulfilling and you get to like reach your potential because you probably have a lot of potential in game development as well. I think you are that kind of person that is very skilled in many levels in which you do.
Well, I've been trying to assume somewhat some leadership uh, to try to keep the group organized and together. So it's been that fun, but I'm still this project has been going fine, and the planning and stuff like this has been going fine. So I'm quite happy with how this project turned out, but I'm still quite concerned for not this project, but the future of those that will continue, since even though I've been taking somewhat leadership for this project, I still can't just decide what they have to do like afterwards.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I
I'm being
see.
quite concerned since we haven't heard anything from Nicola that
Yeah,
what they should do after the project is complete, if they still have somewhat long to complete their internship.
yeah. Okay. Well, let's stay on call just 101. Let's end this podcast. It was nice, like how to say, real life experience of how communicating can be challenging and how we can figure these things out. Nice example for all the viewers. But I feel like there is some work for us to do, just the two of us. And to end this podcast, do you have any final thoughts you would like to share with other members of Tutors?
Uh, yeah, I would say communication is a really important key for good teamwork and a good working environment. And if communication is so important, and we should focus on when doing communication to be clear and precise in our communication, so others don't misunderstand and leaving clear instructions.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. Clarity is so beautiful, actually. It allows for so much, like it allows for so many things, so many things. Clarity
Yes,
is the key. Thank you, Kosti. I'm glad that we had this conversation. Okay,
thank you.
thank you for the all the viewers. This will be soon out in Tuga's channel, and I will share the link with everyone. And let's see everyone on the meetings. I'll be hosting Tulab daily as well, so we will see you there. And looking forward to seeing everyone. Goodbye.